This chapter is going to be a quick overview of photosynthesis. We all know that green plants go through photosynthesis. You have autotrophs and heterotrophs. Green plants would be our autotrophs because they make their own energy. And the equation for that is that plants are going to take in this carbon dioxide, so CO2, and they also take in water. Now, with the use of light energy, they are able to produce sugars, which are the C6H12O6 that we consume, and the oxygen that we breathe in daily. The definition for this is that photosynthesis is just the process in which green plants are going to use energy from the sun, and they convert water and carbon dioxide into these high-energy carbohydrates, or sugars, and oxygen. Now, a chloroplast is the organelle this takes place in. A chloroplast is only in plants, and that's why animals cannot make their own energy or own food. Here's a picture of a chloroplast. Inside of chloroplast is where this photosynthesis takes place, which is going to take the light in and the water in. And the first reaction is called a light-dependent reaction. And this is where it's going to release the oxygen. And then it goes into the second cycle of the photosynthesis, and that's where it's going to take in the carbon dioxide and release the sugars. So, in addition to that water and carbon dioxide, a plant also has to have that light energy and chlorophyll. What chlorophyll is a pigment. And how pigments work is the plants are going to gather the sun's energy with these light-absorbing pigments. Now, there's more than one type of pigment inside of a plant, and that's why you get different colors of leaves in the fall. But the main pigment that produces the most energy is called chlorophyll. And chlorophyll, the reason that you see a plant as green is because plants are actually absorbing that blue and red light in a spectrum very well, but it does not absorb that green light, and it's going to reflect that green light, and that's why we see plants as green. This is kind of just saying the same thing, that chlorophyll does not absorb the green light, and that's why we see it so low down here. But chlorophyll A and B both absorb light very well in the red and green spectrum. Now, what happens is when this light energy hits a plant, this chlorophyll is going to absorb that light. And then what it does is it's going to transfer that energy to the electrons. And this raises, so it produces very high energy electrons. And these electrons are going to be the energy that makes photosynthesis work.